Our project name is WealthCare Health Analyzer, where we are measuring parameters like blood pressure, human heartbeat, and body temperature. We are also including in our project ECG, glucometer, and pulse oximeter kind of parameters. Let me start with the first parameter, that's a blood pressure. Blood pressure is the measurement of force applied to the blood vessel during blood circulation, which is decreasing as it moves away from the heart through the arteries and capillaries and towards the heart through veins. It is one of the vital signs which is measured, and it is most intensively studied parameter in the medical and physiological practice. During the course of cardiac cycle, the arterial blood pressure is constantly changing as the heart beats. The highest pressure in the cycle is noted as a systolic blood pressure, and between the beats, the low blood pressure which is noted is called as a diastolic blood pressure. Systolic is the pressure when the heart pumps or contracts. Diastolic is the pressure when heart relaxes or expands. As a person's blood pressure is usually expressed as the systolic pressure over a diastolic pressure in terms of mmHg. Systolic pressure is for the normal human being. The systolic and diastolic pressures can be given as 120 by 80 mmHg. Hypertension is considered as when the patient's reading is above 140 by 90 mmHg. Now let me start with the different types of the blood pressure measurements or methods we can say. A manual method, which is one is the manual method, which is using a pressure gauge, that's a sphygmomanometer with the help of stethoscope. Second is the oscillometric method, that is where oscillations in pressure inside the cuff are measured. Oscillatory method is the third method, where mic is used to pick up the sounds generated in the brachial artery and simultaneously readings a pressure gauge. Let's move towards the LabVIEW code which we have designed for the blood pressure measurement. Now I'll click on run button. This is the device channel which we have selected of an MIDAC. Sampling rate has been given as 100 and samples per channel is given as 10. That is for the appropriate graph we should get. Now I'll click on start measurement. As soon as I click on start measurement, this will show me some change in mmHg as well as corresponding kilopascal values and psi values. As you can see from the dial, it's showing me around 80 mmHg. As you can see, the output voltage is linearly increasing, and according to that, the mmHg values are also increasing. On my beside, the pumping is also going on, that is inflation, and the kilopascal and psi values have also reached to corresponding mmHg values. Now this is a start deflate LED. This LED will blink when the 140 mmHg has been reached. Now we can also have the 180 mmHg. As you can see, this is blinking, so the deflation will start. As you can see from the graph also, the deflation started, and during this deflation, the cutoff sound comes. These are the sounds where the oscillation comes during two cutoff frequencies. And now I'll click on check button, which will give me a blood pressure graph. This is the graph of the systolic and diastolic values, and I will check my status of whether this systolic and diastolic falls in which category. So when I'll click on category button, it blinks the healthy. That means the 138 systolic and 63 diastolic values falls into the healthy category. This is a block diagram of the code which we have designed in LabVIEW, where this is a conversion formulas to convert the voltage into mmHg and kilopascal and psi values. And this is the acquisition VI by using NIDAC Max. Okay, now let's move towards the category part, how we have categorized the blood pressure values. This is the code. We have written the code for the categorizing the blood pressure values by using the various LEDs and logic gates. And as we have seen, our blood pressure fall into a healthy category, which uses these values and logic gates.
Computer age and medical diagnosis has become faster and treatment has become easier. The medical industry does much to promote the development of technology increasing the quality of existing healthcare system, which is beneficial to all people. Understanding the importance of this parameter for diagnosis increases and and temperature are the very first indications of something wrong in the human body. Hence, these parameters were chosen after adequate consideration for our project. This project also strives to improve an existing design that was based on electrodes to sample the patient heart rate. The disadvantage of earlier projects which were discovered by other people were if excessive manhandling of electrodes were done, it would necessitate regulate replacement. Hence, to remove this advantage and upgrade the system, we use an optical sensor which was able to create a more comfortable design that also involved less setup time. This was definitely provide beneficial for both patient and medical staff. The first and most important parameter that will be discussed is what is heart rate. Currently, heart disease poses a major problem. It has a large financial and emotional impact on our society. The quickest indicator of heart disease and also the easiest to monitor is the heart rate. So now, what is basically heart disease and how it is identified? Those patients whose heart rate was above 70 beats per minute had significantly higher incidence of heart attacks, hospital admission and need for a surgery. University of Sydney Professor of Cardiology Ben from Sydney Concord Hospital said if one has a high heart rate, there was an increase in heart attack. There was about 46% increase in hospitalization for non-fatal or fatal heart attack. So now basically heart rate is 1500 beats per RR interval in milliseconds. Heart rate, or we can say heart rate equals to 60 upon RR per interval in seconds. Heart rate.
The heart rate sensor which we are using in our project is basically a pulse sensor which is used to measure the cardiovascular pulse wave that is found throughout the human body. This pulse wave will result in the change in the volume of arterial blood with each pulse beat. These change in the blood volume can be detected in peripheral parts of the body such as fingertip or the earlobe using a technique called photo. The device that detects the div signal is very important, which is plethysmograph sensor, which we have tried to implement in our project. The plethysmograph consists of an infrared LED which illuminates the tissue, the light detecting resistor, which is the LDR, which detects the amount of light transmitted from the tissue. The infrared light emitted by the LED is diffusely scattered through the fingertip or earlobe tissue. The light sensitive detector positioned on the surface of the skin on the opposite side can measure light transmitted through at any range of depths. Infrared light is absorbed well in blood and weakly absorbed in tissue. Any changes in blood volume will be registered since increasing or decreasing volume will cause more or less absorption. Wherein this device can be worn on the body 24/7 and continuous monitoring can be done. This is particularly useful in cases where post-operation monitoring is essential and is not possible for the patient to spend more months under observation at the hospital.
Our project consists of a LCD 89S52 controller board and a plethysmographic sensor, and it also consists of a regulatory circuitry board which we have implemented through this circuit, where we are using a regulator IC 7805 and 7812. Our board requires a 12 volt supply while our sensor requires a 5 volt supply. The controller which we are using is 89S52, and we are also using a hex mid trigger which will filter the noise. So now basically while inserting a finger into a plethysmographic sensor which consists of pair of LED and LDR will detect the heart rate of a patient and accordingly the body temperature, for which we are using a LM35DZ. So now basically we are acquiring this all signals through a DEC card, and also we are also using a serial port RS232 which we have connected at back of our PC. So let the hyperterminal, which is the inbuilt function of Microsoft, we have tried to implement it in our National Instrument Lab, which we are using the version 8.0. The hyperterminal window basically when we are putting it in a run mode, and when we are inserting the finger into the sensor, which will be displayed by my group mate, and we are connecting in a connection mode. So basically, the heart rate is 125 beats per minute and the temperature is 27 degree Celsius. So how we have implemented it? Let me get into the details of this all. Demonstration of our project where we have implemented the waveforms of our heartbeat and the heart rate, the VI which shows the monitor chart, the Windows monitor post filter chart, and the heart rate beats per minute chart. So now my friend insert a finger into the plethysmographic sensor. Now let me put this VI into a run mode where we get the clear chart of the heart rate, the Windows monitors, the parameters of the heart, and the heart rate which will be integrated according to and set into the final value, which may be between 80 or 76. So basically the NI MyDEC sensor which we have used in our project, where we are acquiring the DEC signals which may be the voltage of our heart rate and the temperature of our human body. Fixed sensor. So let me get into details of the VI which we have created. The DEC assistant data receives the signals acquired from the NI MyDEC card. Here is the monitor patient window which we filter the output according to the range we require. So we are using the band pass filter to band pass filter. Then we are collecting the data which after filter is received. According to the statistical analysis and the calculations of heart rate beat per minute, we are getting the required heart rate.
The fourth parameter which we are considering in our project is the infusion monitor. This parameter is in the development stage, as in the hardware has been completed, but the interfacing with the LabVIEW is still pending. What is infusion monitor? The infusion monitor is a concept which can be used in biomedical applications. Displays the ongoing fusion rates of the medicines and the drugs being infused in the patient. What is it? What is infusion monitor? And what is infusion therapy? Infusion therapy involves the administration of medications through a needle or catheter. Infusion therapy is a type of medical treatment in which medication is delivered directly into the body via a blood vessel, the spinal cord, or a muscle. Infusion monitor basically eases the work of the doctors and the nurses. It makes it more accurate to get the readings of the volume of doses infused and the time elapsed. It even gives alarms in the case of emergency situations of high rate or no rate dose infusions. It is basically a boon to the medical industry and makes the medicine infusion and its follow-up more error-free and accurate. This is the circuit diagram of our project. This is the simulation which we have made of the circuit diagram using Eagle. How it works. The basic concept on which our project works is the microcontroller, which is 89C51RD2, which communicates with the sensor module, buzzer, and the time alarm circuit, and the LCD display, which displays the infusion rate. By using a sensor, each drop falling through the IV tubes is sensed, and on basis of some calculations, we get the volume infused in milliliters per hour. There is also some added features of real-time clock and alarm settings by which the patients can be monitored, and hence any emergency like that of drug overdose and underdose can be avoided. The rate of medicine infusion can be controlled by a roller available in the IV tube. The sensor is compatible with any kind of IV tube such set used. Hence, by use of infusion monitor, it provides a flexibility to doctors and nurses and large number of patients. How does the infusion monitor works? The infusion monitor consists of a microcontroller which is 89C51RD2, which communicates with the sensor module, buzzer, time alarm circuit, and the LCD, which is used to display the infusion rate. By using a sensor, each drop falling through the IV tubes is sensed, and on the basis of some calculations, we get the volume infused in milliliters per hour. There is also some added features of real-time clock and alarm settings by which the patients can be monitored, and emergency like that of a drug overdose and underdose can be avoided. The rate of medicine infusion can be controlled by a roller available on the IV tube.